Hey guys, in this video I just want to do something a little bit different. I'm just talking about some beaten down industries, not just in crypto, that I love, that I've been accumulating for the past few years actually, but especially now because they're absolutely decimated. And yeah, so really it's two industries that I'm really focused on that are kind of just like either go to zero or 10x or more, in my opinion. And so the first industry is Crispr, which is the most promising form of gene editing. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I'm an expert or even close to an expert on this. I just follow certain people and follow people who are smarter than me in this field and see what they say. And it seems like the vast majority of people who are qualified believe that CRISPR is the future. So for me, that makes my job is just to kind of diversify among all of the available CRISPR companies and see which ones are the most financially viable. So my biggest holding is Crispr Therapeutics, mainly because they were the first one. They are the most far along in terms of getting approved on a treatment. They have trials in which they've pretty much cured sickle cell anemia. You guys can do your, look into that, and they basically cured sickle cell anemia with one treatment, and you don't need any more treatments, and these patients have been cured for years. So I'm very interested in CRISPR, and of these two industries that I'm talking about here, CRISPR is my highest conviction, and it's just gotten decimated over the past year, and I just keep buying the dip. Yeah, it hasn't really shaken my conviction at all. I just don't know where the bottom will be, so I'm just slowly accumulating. Now, the second industry is psychedelic medicine. Now, the thesis here, I don't have as much conviction because I don't have confidence in the business model as much. I do want to do more research and understand the business models and how they can be profitable, because obviously I don't think it's right to patent natural molecules. And if you're not going to patent natural molecules, how are you going to make money? So yeah, I just have a lot of questions in terms of the business model. But aside from that, I believe very much that psychedelics will help people, that they're more effective generally. Obviously, I'm not an expert. None of this is financial or medical advice. But I believe that the current standard of care for mental health and wellness is not very effective. People who have depression, anxiety, PTSD, many of them are not successfully finding treatments that help them. So that, combined with the fact that there's so many people say that psychedelics have changed their lives, cured their depression, this and that, their anxiety, even autism. There's anecdotal evidence that it helps with autism. So those two things combined, I really don't see how psychedelics don't help people ultimately. So psychedelics as well has just gotten crushed over the past year, and especially now, I wasn't accumulating too much because, like I said, I don't have as much confidence in the business model, but now they've just been crushed so much that I'm really starting to accumulate those as well. So really, that's it for the video, guys. I just wanted to put those two industries into your awareness, because I think the upside is just massive. Now, the downside is massive also. I totally think that these individual companies, many of them could go to zero, especially in the psychedelics industry. I think in the psychedelics, if you want to be as safe as possible, you just want to get the really large ones, which are Compass Pathways, and Atai Life Sciences. Those are the largest companies, and they have the most cash, so they can sustain if there's, if the economy continues to go down. But yeah, the upside is just massive. I think a 10x easy if for the winners in these industries. I think 100x potentially. But again, these are just my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor, so it's very risky. But these are industries that I really like, that I've been accumulating. So definitely a bit of a different video from crypto and NFTs. But if you guys like the video, please leave a comment. Let me know. Leave a like. Subscribe. See you next video.